everything, everything. I am the greatest, remember me.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Saints and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Quickly to the air is Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A first carry now. This is Williams. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as this Super Bowl progresses?
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tua to try again on 2nd down. In the hands of Kamara. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Tua now on 1st down. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready. What's that? 50
Tua going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd and 5.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Tua sets up to pass it. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down, 8 and 12.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To try again after the sack. Tua, he'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And we'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua back to Kamara for another catch. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here we go.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Rolling to his right. Got a man open, it's Sutton. To the pitch and catch, good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And this This effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The kick by McManus is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. There's Chris Olave. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Open man is Michael Thomas. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I think it's okay, though. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Past the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Looking to pass. Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
And returning it, here's Hamler.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okurebunan.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Runs like that this time. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's the sneak with Wilson, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Broncos will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 41, Tua. And this one is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On the set.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. Tua going to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. 77 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And he's got taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On second down, Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, and some blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
At the 38-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete to Troutman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
10 cycles.
Here's Tua. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on second and long.
Tua, complete to Olave on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Broncos 31. Saints 24.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The busy night continues for Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing now is Wilson. It's Williams on the catch. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this